Hey, greetings and peace, everyone. Welcome to my C.R.S.A YouTube channel. That's Committed Relationships and Spiritual Activity. My name is Neo, and I'm here to share some info with the people. And this is information that has come from my recent experiences dealing with women in particular, but also it comes from my years of dealing with people and me studying people, analyzing them, and going throughout my personal development and analyzing myself and really coming to a deep understanding of relationships in general, but especially committed relationships. And I realize that there's so much about relationships that most people do not understand. And throughout my years of personal development and analyzing relationships and understanding spirituality, I see and understanding the psyche too, the psyche of us and the human programming that's within us. I have realized that there's so many dimensions, so many pockets of relationships themselves that people haven't really comprehended. And I understand now that most people's social programming, most people understanding of relationships comes from their social programming as a whole. Social programming including from their family life, definitely the darn TV, movies, magazines, books that they have read, and definitely music. The media is definitely toxic when it comes to programming our minds for anything, but especially relationships. And I'm telling you, those fairy tale relationships that you see on TV, the movies, in the books, and you hear in the music is definitely not true. It can be true to a certain extent, but however, most people, they are not developed psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, or even physically to be able to have a successful, meaningful relationship with most people. And this is going to be my video explaining to you why you need to stop pursuing friendships with other people as you have been obsessed with doing. And those are the top reasons right then and there. A lot of people come from broken homes. And broken homes, what I mean by broken homes is just when it's not a holistic, nurturing environment. That is my definition that you're going to hear from here on throughout this video if I ever bring it up. My definition of a broken home is when the whole environment is a toxic environment in general, and it's not a nurturing environment for children to grow into, and people are not getting along with each other. The people that need to get along with each other, first and foremost, the father and the mother, and then that will trickle down to the children and whoever else is involved in the household. The other definition of a broken home is when there's a single parent in the household not getting along with the other parent that's involved in one way or another. However it went down, it doesn't matter. But if they don't have the other parent within the home, that is my second definition of a broken home. So with that said, a large amount of people within this world, especially here in America, they suffer from coming from a broken home, and it's non-nurturing. I am one individual who comes from a broken home, single mother who is extremely toxic and unhealthy on many, many levels, and still till this day she is. And when a person is a single parent, that forces them to be the main breadwinner, the main person that brings in the main income. And that forces them to be on a hustle and bustle flow where they're more focused on getting the money and taking care of the family more than actually focusing on their personal development work. That's why I tell people you have to really understand, if you are single and you don't have children, Really be aware of what's going on and focus hard on your personal development before you decide on getting a family. Because these people nowadays have come from broken homes, and the broken homes lead to disaster in the person's future if they have not had any form of therapy and done any kind of personal development to resolve their internal conflicts. Let me tell you what's going on nowadays with a lot of people. I started my personal development journey back somewhere around 2006. And throughout that, it's been over 10 years of me focusing on myself, figuring out what I need to resolve, what I need to develop, what psychological parts of myself I need to develop, especially considering the communication. I have learned now to even express myself much more fluently and also open my mouth more so that people can hear me. Because in my teenage years, I used to mumble, and my father used to think that was very annoying because I would mumble a lot. And that was because I had I had insecurity issues. I was nervous and I didn't really want to know how to express myself openly. So I dealt with that. I was like, okay, I'm going to fix this. So I fixed that issue. This is something that people that's even watching this and people around this world need to really think about within themselves. How well do you express yourself? If you don't express yourself very well and you are not confident enough to speak up during those moments where you have to speak up and it's important to, then you're not going to be successful in relationships. I have just got out of a situation that was very brief. That was like maybe no more than a month with a woman that I was considering seriously dating. However, one of the top patterns that I've noticed about her is her lack of communication. She didn't know how to express herself to get the information across directly. So what she would do is she would say something half-heartedly would be like a piece of information. She would be like, okay, I'm going to do this, or this needs to be done. And then she just leaves it in the air and expecting that somebody just accepts that and know exactly what that means. So I told her, like, look, the reason why people are not responding to you well is because you're being vague and you're not being direct. You have to learn to be direct. And then she said, okay. And she still didn't do it. She still didn't pick up on that. And then the last time that, the second time where I was telling her about her irateness, where it's just easy for her to just get mad off of small petty stuff. That is a sign that the person is still immature and they lack self-discipline, self-control, impulse control. And the reason for me bringing this up is this is one of the many things that's going on with people nowadays that's causing their relationship dysfunctions. And I'm telling you this also. If you are being the one that's the cause of this, you have to start your personal development journey now so that you can resolve this and you can have a much more smooth relationship situation experience, and so that you can be able to control yourself and that the issues won't come from your end, at least first and foremost, because you always have to be conscious of your own behavior within your social engagements and being able to take accountability for your behavior, both the good, the bad, and the ugly. And then you have to be able to resolve the bad and the ugly and figure out how you can fix it so that you can make it smooth and not allow that to creep in again in the future. Most people don't understand this and most people don't take accountability. Go read the book. What's that book? What's that book called? Oh crap, I said it in one of my videos. It's a white and blue book. It was about taking accountability. I think it's called B. Wait, no, it's called B. What's the name of that book? I'll put it in the video. Hopefully I can find the cover. but it's a personal development book about taking accountability for self. And reading that book has made me realize even more the importance of being self-conscious, and self-conscious in the healthy, productive way, not a unhealthy, destructive way where you're just consciously worrying about, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. Oh, he might not like this, she might not like this, so I gotta cover up this, or I gotta wear a certain type of sneakers. Not that unhealthy thinking, self-conscious. No, it's the self-conscious of, all right, let me be more aware of my communication. Let me make sure that I'm calm, relaxed, and I am as confident as possible as I'm expressing this to them. And now that is the reason why I'm telling you guys to stop rushing to be in relationships with other people, because many people have these type of issues and more that is causing great dysfunction within their relationships, and it's causing great heartache within relationships. It is completely unhealthy for relationships, and a lot of people suffer from their ego controlling them and controlling their life and their decision making, and keeping the person in self-denial, preventing them from taking self-accountability and also seeking to resolve the issues that they currently have and the relationship currently has, and the issues that they have been contributing to the relationship. Now, keep in mind, this is what I've learned throughout my years of personal development, that it is important to do our personal development so that we develop ourselves to be an asset within social engagements and relationships, rather than being a liability. Failing to do your personal development, taking accountability for your own issues, and seeking to resolve your own issues only put yourself at a disadvantage, and it puts you at a loss and become more of a liability than an asset. The more issues that you have within a relationship and the more red flags a person experiences that's coming from you, or people that's coming from you, they're going at some point add all of those things up, analyze it, and look at you as a liability, and you're much more dispensable than an asset where the big people want to keep you and you become untouchable. That's the situation I was in with this past situation with this woman. To me, she was more of a liability, and I am a person of personal development, as you can tell by my videos of personal development, including physical health. I've learned now, being with her and in the last situation before her, personal health does matter, and I see it. They was not physically healthy, especially the last woman was not physically healthy, and that was negatively affecting our situation. And she was irritable, she wasn't calm, relaxed much. It was too easy for her to just snap. That is unhealthy for a relationship. So now I know, before I decide with another female and just people in general to associate with them, is to definitely look at the physical health. That is definitely important. So I want to tell you guys to definitely pay more attention to your own personal development. Stop worrying about being in relationships with other people, especially stop worrying about being in a committed relationship with another person, so that you can focus on yourself, build value in yourself, great value, build your confidence, work on your communication skills so that you can communicate well. You know how to communicate well. You know how to express yourself well. And you know how and when to listen extremely well to the other person. Communication is of those things. It's learning how and when to express yourself, and also knowing how and when to not speak and then switch and just listen. That is something that most people truly do not understand, and that's the reason why, if they have not understood that yet, they do not need to seek to be in a relationship with other people until they do understand that. Also, focus on personal discipline, being able to control your own impulses, because it is much more easy to get angry at the other person and lash out at them than it is to hold yourself get back to your oneness. I call it oneness. Some people might say Zen, but for me, I call it oneness. Just like my brand is titled, my company brand is NeoOneness, and NeoOneness is having the stillness within yourself, the closeness within yourself, to being real with yourself, authentic. And it comes across as authentic. It's not being fake. You don't have to have all these different things to feel good about yourself. So focus on that. And I'm telling you, you have to focus on that. The more you focus on your personal development, the more you'll be able to perceive these inner conflicts that people have, and you'll be able to even feel their energy of the inner conflicts, because I can even feel people's energy when they have these inner conflicts within themselves, and when it's not peaceful, because it's a certain energy of peace versus anxiety and chaos. And I know the difference because I have reached an inner peace within myself. So thank you very much for listening. I know that it was much longer than I expected. More information came through as I was speaking, and thank you very much. Please, if it helped you in any kind of way and you like this video, click that like button of this video, because it helps spread it out throughout YouTube so that more people can see it. I want you to definitely share this video anywhere you can on your social media. Give it a very good caption if you can. That will make it even more captivating. If not, then at least just put it up on your social media. Subscribe to this. Click the notification bell button so that you can get notified when I upload new information, new videos. Subscribe to this channel, I should say, not subscribe to this video. Subscribe to this channel, and check the description if you want any more information. I usually put my email and stuff like that. Thank you very much, and until next time.